I give the floor to the International Service for Human Rights.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Chair of the Working Group, ISHR shares the grave concern expressed in the Working Group report regarding the worsening trend of intimidation and attacks against human rights defenders who work on issues of business and human rights. Human rights defenders have a crucial role to play in promoting corporate responsibility and advising both states and business as to the implementation of the guiding principles. They also have a crucial role to play in exposing corporate human rights violations and working with victims to ensure accountability and to achieve justice where they occur. Despite the constructive and positive role they can play, from the DRC and Thailand to Mexico and Russia, human rights defenders are being criminalised and attacked for their work to identify, mitigate and remedy human rights violations associated with business operations. In this light, we welcome your recommendation that states ensure the protection of human rights defenders who raise awareness of the impact of business activities. We call on states that are developing or contemplating national action plans to ensure they include concrete measures to protect and support defenders. Mr. Addo, we also call on the Working Group itself to intensify its focus on the situation and protection of human rights defenders working on issues of corporate accountability. Steps in this regard include ensuring that defenders are properly consulted and able to participate in all aspects of your work. We also urge you to strengthen the practice of issuing or joining other special procedures in press releases, letters of allegations and urgent appeals, both in relation to state and non-state actors, including business. Madam Vice President, members of this Council, this session provides an unprecedented opportunity and indeed an obligation to protect human rights defenders working on business and human rights. The Council should seize this opportunity by ensuring that any resolution on the issue of business and human rights recognises the threats and risks faced by defenders. It should also call on states to A, protect human rights defenders and civil society actors working on issues of business and human rights, and B, investigate and ensure accountability for alleged threats, attacks, reprisals and acts of intimidation against defenders or civil society actors in connection with their work on business and human rights. Madam Vice President, we wish to conclude with the following questions to the Working Group. First, could you share any examples of good practice where corporate engagement with human rights defenders, such as by consulting them in the Human Rights Impact Assessment of business operations, has had a positive effect on both the protection of defenders and the business operation itself? Second, what do you see as the role of companies and home states in contributing to the protection of human rights defenders, particularly in contexts where the host state lacks the will or capacity to protect defenders working on corporate accountability issues? Thank you.